One of the best views you'll find in all of baseball. Downtown Pittsburgh in PNC Park. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Washington Nationals and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Harper and Kutch swing for the fences coming up next. Ryan Vogelsong, a right-hander from North Carolina, is the man on the mound. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, he's looking to knock down that ERA. You see there, he's into the fours, looking to have a little better start than what he's been accustomed to.
Ben Revere makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Washington, center fielder, number 9.
Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one. Eric, we take a look at the Pirates as they take the field here this afternoon. They're on a nice little run, winners of 4 of their last 5 ball games.
And after the loss in the opener of the series, that was a much-needed win yesterday. So they can look to win this series and take 2 out of 3 if they can just take care of business here.
Weak roller right side. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. And here's how the Nats line up in this one. What do they need to do to get a win on the road here today, Steve?
You got to be swinging at good pitches. Avoid wasting at bats by going out of the strike zone on this guy.
Anthony Rendon will get his first shot here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago.
Well, Matty just continues this string of his last 10 games where he's hitting over 300. He has those really, really nice games mixed in there.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Should be a picture-perfect afternoon for baseball. 78 degrees at first pitch. Oh, and he gets a fastball up in the zone, and he hammers it out to deep left field. And this baby is gone. A home run. Anthony Rendon connects on a solo shot. Number 21 for him on the season. As the Nationals strike first, it's 1-0.
Well, this guy's been a real pain in the backside so far in this series. I mean, this is his second home run here in 3 days, so he is really seeing the ball well now.
Bryce Harper will stand in, and he enters play with the 6th highest home run total in the National League.
And you got to love a corner outfielder that can absolutely blast balls out of the park. It definitely makes up for what you might be giving up defensively.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
And these guys already have 1 home run here in the inning. And now you get to the real power guys here. So you need to be careful.
And he falls behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hot shot on the ground to short. Taken in by Mercer. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. And with that, let's give you a look at how the Pirates align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, we have an opportunity to watch Starling Marte out there in left field in this one. He won the 2015 Gold Glove Award. Very athletic. You couple him with some of the other outfielders in this ball game, man, oh man, does not look like there are going to be any hits out there.
Daniel Murphy will stand in for the first time now, coming off a 3-hit contest in the loss last night. And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike 1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Good arm action on the circle change, swung on and missed. 0-2.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
High in the air out to center field. And McCutchen will put this one away, and the inning is over. Nats on the board first, courtesy of the solo home run. On to the bottom of the first at PNC Park. It's now 1-0 Washington. Joe Ross gets the starting assignment for the Nats in this one. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, you can see there, he's been very dependable all year long. He's making his 30th start here in this one.
Josh Harrison comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Pirates, second baseman, Josh Harrison.
And he takes ball one.
1-0.
The 1-0 delivery. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
This is line to left. In to cut it off is Worth. It's a base hit.
Well, you talk about being locked in at the plate right now. That is 10 straight games with a base hit now. And it's going to be a lot of fun to see how long he can keep this thing going.
Starling Marte will stand in as you take a look at that first column on the left. He's closing in now on that batting title.
Well, he swung the bat so well all season long, so we'll see how it all plays out at the end. Maybe he wins that batting title.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
High and deep to straightaway right. Back goes Harper at the track. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. On to first, and they get the double play. And here's how Clint Hurdle set his Pirates lineup for this one. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, Matt, one guy that's always worth the price of admission, Andrew McCutchen. He comes into this one as Mr. Clutch in this lineup, carrying a batting average with runners in scoring position over 350. That's pretty reliable, so he could definitely be an impact player in this game.
Andrew McCutchen is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
And, you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, Earl is a well-liked umpire all around baseball by both pitchers and hitters. The reason for that, he's consistent, and his zone is kind of what you hope for.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. It's a solo shot off the bat of Andrew McCutchen. And even 30 home runs on the year. And the Bucks have drawn even now at 1 apiece.
guy on the mound right now is absolutely livid. He knows that he threw way too hittable of a pitch in the situation when he's ahead in the count like that. He should be mad at himself.
Gregory Polanco will dig in now, knowing he'll need to turn it on here down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that batting title.
Well, this is a guy who is in the conversation for that batting title, but he's hitting under 300 over his last 10 games.
Into the windup and the pitch. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. This is pulled into right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Batting fifth, first baseman
Joe Mauer will dig in now, knowing he'll need to turn it on here down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that batting title.
Well, he's second in the league in hitting right now, so we'll see what kind of finish he can put on.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike one. A runner on first with two away. Liner toward right center. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. The relay, and a good effort to bring it back in quickly, but he's in at second base with a double.
All right, that's already the fourth hit he's given up in this first inning, and this one's a double. And you start to get the sense that if he doesn't turn it around very soon, he's not going to be out there much longer.
Jung Ho Gong is set to stand in, and he'll be looking to change his fortunes in this one. He's seen his numbers take a bit of a hit in recent action. First delivery to him on the way. Ground ball sent back up the middle. A spin and a throw. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Pirates get a run on the McCutchen home run. Second inning coming up, all even at one apiece. Wilson Ramos will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. And a fastball's in there for strike one.
0-1.
On the ground to third. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
batting sixth.
So with one away, it's time to check out the National League Central Division standings as you see where the Pirates find themselves entering play here today. Clint Robinson will get his first opportunity here, and as you can see, he's got that average up over the 290 mark to begin play.
Well, he's been hitting really well over his last 10 games or so, and he's someone to watch out for in this one.
First pitch is a circle change for a called strike one. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
Yeah, he essentially tripled up there. That means he threw the same pitch 1, 2, 3 times in a row. You don't see that very often, but it's going to work out for him as he gets the strikeout.
Jason Worth will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball one. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Hit hard toward first, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. The throw into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Batting 8.
Yeah, no hesitation there as we train our camera directly on him. But once this gets down the line, he's thinking 2 right out of the box, and he's able to beat the throw into second and leg out a double.
Stepping in now, Danny Espinoza, as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball one.
0 for 3 yesterday, 0 for 4 on Friday. He could use a good at-bat here.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. Mauer's there, and nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Francisco Cervelli will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come.
Francisco Cervelli.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Hit hard towards center, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Well, the problem with this lineup is that trouble lurks around every corner. I mean, he was fortunate to get out of that first inning with only 1 run scoring, but now he'll have his work cut out for him again here in the second.
Jordy Mercer will stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. On the ground to the left side. Fielded by Rendon. One there, and for the second time in 2 innings here this afternoon, they bounced into a double play. With a moment now, let's take a look at how the Nats will align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this is one of the better defenses in all of the league. Very few clubs commit fewer errors than this one. I expect them to be sound in this game.
Into the box now, Ryan Vogelsong. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And the first pitch to the 38-year-old veteran is in for a called strike, 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And he's tracking that all the way across the plate, but that had too much sweep to it for him to think of swinging.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you got to be thinking right field. I think he just pulled off of that one a little.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
Boy, that's pretty good patience out there out of a pitcher who's acting like a hitter, especially with 2 outs.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Bucks go down quietly. We played 2 full innings, and we are tied 1-1. Back in Pittsburgh, we get a shot from the city across the Monongahela River. Try to say that 10 times fast. Joe Ross set to lead off the third. 9-1-2 due up.
Well, you know it's always a tough inning when your pitcher leads off for you because most of the time the guys just flat out can't hit. But who knows? Maybe he can get something started here and help himself out.
The windup and the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. And not much of an effort there as he'll look at strike 3 called. And on 3 pitches, he's your first out of the inning.
Well, always nice to get the inning started against the pitcher, and he sets him down easily for the first out of the third.
Ben Revere will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And he'll take no chances here as he swipes this ball away. It stays a foul ball.
Well, you take a swing at a pitch like that, you're lucky that you only got sawed off. He's going to have to go find himself another piece of lumber.
1-2.
That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Here's the pitch. Right side, hit hard. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
Yeah, he had a chance to put him away. Had him down 0-2. Tried to get him to chase a couple of times, but he wouldn't do it. And he winds up making contact on a good pitch there.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Anthony Rendon. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
Oh, I think he's pretty lucky to get in there safely on this play. It's a decent jump, but I think a good throw might nail him down there. Instead, you see it's wide of the mark, off to the shortstop side of the base, and he's able to beat that tag to get in safely.
1 out and a runner on second base. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Galloping around third is Revere. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second, and he's going to make it easily. It's a stand-up triple.
I think the phrase here is, when you're hot, you're hot. He's been on fire the last week or so, and it's going to continue here as he drives this all the way out to the wall. It'll wind up an RBI triple.
Here's Bryce Harper now. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with 1 away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
The first 2 pitches here, they're both down. They know that he's trying to get something in the air, try to get a sacrifice fly, so they're going to make it as difficult for him as possible.
Hard liner toward short, but right at the shortstop for the second out.
Just a tough break right there. Not much you can do about that one. This ball is a laser, but it's right at his man, and that forces the guy to hold on at third with 2 away now.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
And this is maybe not a pitch around situation, but you need to be real careful with a guy like this and 2 away.
Bounce towards the second baseman. throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. Nationals get a run courtesy of the RBI triple. We played 2.5. It's 2-1 Washington. Josh Harrison will come up now to kick off their half of the third. Seems like the hits have been coming fast and furious, EK, but not the runs.
Yeah, you figure if you get 5 hits in 2 innings, you're doing all right for yourselves. But like you said, they've only got 1 run to show for those 5 hits, so they'll need to capitalize a little better.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. Hit to short. Throw on by Espinoza takes care of him for the first out.
Now batting number 6, left fielder Starling Marte.
Starling Marte will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here comes the first pitch. Too high, 1-0. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
Smoked on the ground left side. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner.
Oh, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
Andrew McCutchen stands in again. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first plate appearance.
I can't imagine they're going to give him anything to hit this time around.
First offering on its way. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
1-0 count. Here it is. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Marte off for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
Well, I think they had a feeling he'd be going, but you had to figure they weren't going to pitch out twice in a row, and he winds up taking second here and moving into scoring position.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. And now the runner's trying for third. Out in front of that one. May have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Runner goes for third. And that's in there. Base hit. The tying run is in to score from second. It's now a 2-2 ball game.
Well, not a bad start to the ball game for him offensively. Drives in another run there. Now he has both of their RBIs here in the early going.
Gregory Polanco steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Hot shot to third. And he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove.
First baseman, number
And now
7.
time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Coming to the plate now, Joe Mauer. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Revere is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. And he is in there.
A little bit of a risk there with 2 away. You don't want to run yourself into a double play to end the inning, but he's able to make it up there, and that puts runners on the corners now with 2 outs.
Jung Ho Gong stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
Before the first pitch, a check at first. And the runner will get back standing. The fastball here as we'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Runners on first and third, 2 away. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Throw over to first. Back in standing.
Simple throw over there.
Belted high in the air out to left. Worth going back. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. 19th home run for him on the season. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
One of the keys for him getting the victory in his last start, he did not allow a home run in that outing. But this is now 2 home runs he's served up here in the first few innings. You bet there's a bit of concern over there in that dugout.
Standing in now, Francisco Cervelli. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. Looks like this is going to be one of those times.
Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
And it's hard to be patient sometimes when you see your teammates walking up there and having great at-bats. You want to get in on the act too, but you can't go helping a guy out.
0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
4 runs here in this half inning. This one's down to third. Rendon is there. Spin throw. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. We're through 3 here in the Steel City. Now 5-2 Pittsburgh. Back with Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian here as it's Wilson Ramos that gets set to lead off the Nationals half of the inning. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Polanco. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Now after the 4-run inning, we'll get to see if he approaches things any differently now that he's working with the lead. You figure the approach will be similar, but that's a good job anyway of getting the first out here.
Clint Robinson in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
And he was absolutely frozen with a good fastball. So let's see if he's a little more aggressive on that pitch this time.
And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
And as a defender, these are the kind of pitchers you like to play behind. Someone who pitches to contact, keeps the defense involved, and he gets an easy pop-up right here.
So 2 are gone now in the Nationals' 4th. And here's the left fielder, Jason Worth. Into the seats, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Line toward right center. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ball game. And he'll make it in there with a 2-out double. So they'll try to make something of this 4th inning after all as he's into second with a 2-out double. And as you see on the graphic there, that total's good for 3rd place on the Nationals ball club.
Yeah, he's definitely one of their guys offensively. He does a nice job of finding gaps and getting into scoring position.
Danny Espinoza will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double. Shot toward right center. That's in there. Base hit. Rounding third is Worth on his way home. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's now a 5-3 ball game.
Well, it looked like this inning was just about in the books, but then you get the 2-out double to put the man in scoring position. Next hitter follows that up with a base hit here and makes something out of the inning after all.
Into the box now, Joe Ross, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Curveball bounces, and that gets by to the backstop. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Yeah, this is a matter of just overthrowing that curveball. This one's going to be about a 58-footer, and once it skips away, there's no shot to get him down at second base.
Three and 0 now.
And even after the 2-out RBI, you still have a chance to help yourself out here with a hit. You got a man in scoring position.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Still a base open here, so you don't have to come in with one if you don't want to.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. And he misses here, ball 4. And somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
Center fielder number 9, Ben Revere.
Ben Revere gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
In there, strike 1.
And that's what he needed here with 2 outs. He couldn't afford to fall behind another guy here in the inning, so that's a good job to jump in that driver's seat with strike 1.
Off the plate and in. Hits a ball and a strike. Looking to minimize the damage here. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. Chopped in front of home plate. Oh, and that all developed too late to get him at first, and now the bases are loaded here.
Well, nothing going right on the mound for him right now. This is going to be scored an infield single, And that's just going to make matters worse out there as that loads the bases.
In now is Anthony Rendon, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
Here at the plate, you just need to be thinking base hit here. A grand slam, that'd be sweet, but a single should be enough to tie up this game.
The 1-0 delivery. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike one. 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Polanco coming on. And that ends the inning. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 3 left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Bucks out in front, 5-3. Jordy Mercer is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
First pitch on its way. In there at the knees, strike one.
No balls, 1 strike.
Tap fouled at home plate. On the ground near home. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting.
Yeah, and you know, that's a nice play back there behind the plate. For a big guy, look how quickly he springs to his feet, gets rid of that mask, and then he finds the ball here to make the throw to first to get his man.
Now the Nats are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Into the box, Ryan Vogelsong. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. Splitter that misses too low, and he's behind 2-0 now.
Well, you know, sometimes it's that natural tendency to let up just a little bit when you're facing the opposing pitcher. You know he's not going to do much damage, but you got to get refocused here because you do not want to go 3-0 to him.
Outside, 3-0 now. Bad time for the command to do a disappearing act.
He will kick himself if he loses this guy.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Don't be surprised if he still doesn't have the green light on 3-1.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2.
So far, he's the only guy that struck out for these guys. He's in danger of making it 2 now.
1 out, nobody on. That's popped up out towards short right field. Murphy onto the grass, 2 gone.
And he's finding the terrain much easier to navigate this time around. After that 4-run inning, this is a guy who needs a quick inning here, and he's 2/3 of the way home.
Josh Harrison will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Well, one of the reasons he's not pitching well is because he's only thrown a first pitch strike about 50% of the time. That's not a good enough percentage to get ahead of hitters.
Lined hard toward right center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
And another hard hit ball off of him right there. And that's not the first one he's allowed so far. As you take a look at his line, not too much to write home about right there. This has not been one of his better performances at all.
Starling Marte steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. 92 splits the plate, and it's strike one. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Pirates leave 1, and it remains 5-3. Bryce Harper heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Line toward the gap in left center, and that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
Up next,
This pitch is on the outside part of the plate with some movement, but you see it there. He just goes down and flips it the other way over the shortstop's head. That's about all you can do.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Boy, a leadoff single, now a 3-0 count. Not exactly the way you want to start things out on the mound.
And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Yep, a single and then a walk to start the inning. But this is exactly how big innings get started, so they're set up now to maybe put up a crooked number here.
Wilson Ramos will stand in, and his guys have got something cooking now with 2 on and nobody out.
And down by 2, this is a good opportunity to try to put yourselves level.
He's set. Here it comes. And he offers it the circle change and misses 0-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. 3 runs, 8 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Yeah, a good job here of working himself back into a hitter's count, especially with 2 men on base in front of him.
Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Yeah, and that's always the danger when you're working that off-speed stuff down with 2 men on base. Once the catcher can't get a handle on it, both guys are off and moving. They're going to move up to second and third now on what will be scored a wild pitch.
And the count will be full. Runners at second and third here, nobody out. Line to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate. The run scores from second. It's now a 5-5 ball game.
And if he was hoping for a return to form, doesn't look like it's in the cards here. Remember, he gave up 6 runs his last time out. And this is now 5 against him here. So something's just not working for him out there.
Clint Robinson will stand in for the 3rd time now. Still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Now it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing in the Pittsburgh bullpen. Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Well, he's thrown a fair amount of first pitch strikes, about 60%, but you've got to locate better, and that's the reason why he's having a tough time out there.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
And now this is all about minimizing damage out there on the mound. He's got to regroup, and he's got to do it quick, or this game will get away from him.
Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. Check swing and a pop-up now to the left side. Gone. He's under it as he puts it away for out number 1.
Now batting, left fielder, Jason Worth.
1 gone for the Nationals in the 5th. And here's the left fielder, Jason Worth. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
On his way to pitch number 75. 3-0 now. Danny Espinosa will be next. That one's in there. 3-1. Runners on first with 1 down. And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away.
Now this 5th inning has certainly not gone to form. That's his 2nd walk so far. If he gets to 3, you'd have to wonder if that might be the end of the line.
Danny Espinosa will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his 2nd plate appearance. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count. 0-1. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count. 0-2.
0-2, you got to shorten up. Find some way at least to put the ball in play. You can't afford a strikeout here with an important run out there at second base.
Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. You see anything mechanically that leaps out at you about what might be going wrong?
I just kind of think he's overthinking things out there. You hear catchers talk about telling pitchers to trust their stuff, and I think right now he's just not trusting his stuff.
Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. There's Harrison for 1. Back to Mauer, but it's not in time, and they'll settle for just the 1 out.
Boy, and this would have been a really costly double play, but fortunately he's hustling all the way down the line, and he's able to beat that throw on the back end.
Joe Ross digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And he misses with it, 1-1.
And now, with him really starting to labor out there, I think he just wants to get out of this fifth inning.
That's the ball.
And even if he does, that might be the last we see of him.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Three and one. Here it is. Chopped foul right at home plate. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. And he lays off here. It's ball 4. And that is really cause for concern as he's just walked the opposing pitcher.
Wow, just a great at-bat right there. Simple as that. Patient, laid off some tough pitches. He was rewarded.
Ben Revere is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. Squared that one up just a little late. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Harrison has it. Throw not in time, and he's in there with his 3rd hit of the afternoon. 1 run scores.
Just another example there of needing the little things to go your way if you're going to win a ball game. Not a whole lot behind this swing right here, but it's going to wind up as an infield single, and more importantly, it's going to drive home a run to give them the lead.
Now here's Clint Hurdle out of the Pittsburgh dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move here. That'll do it for Ryan Vogelsong. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Juan Nicasio is going to take over here in inning number 5 as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. In now is Anthony Rendon as he'll go after the first pitch and send a ground ball down to 3rd. Throw not in time, and he's in there with his 3rd hit of the afternoon. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from 3rd. Now a 7-5 game.
Another run home to score in the inning, and it's not going to be charged to him, but still, he's got to find some way to get his guys out of this already.
So the bases are loaded here, 2 men gone, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Lifted the other way out to left center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So 4 score in the inning, but it could have been much, much worse as they wind up leaving the bases loaded. Home half of the 5th coming up. Nationals on top, 7-5. Andrew McCutchen strides into the box now, launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. In for a strike, it's 1-1. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And again, he's got himself a base hit. Make it 3 for 3.
It's been a game of offense so far, so no surprise the leadoff man's on base again. So let's see what we've got in store for us this time around.
Gregory Polanco digs in. He reached on a single and would later wind up scoring in his last at-bat. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around third, here's McCutchen heading home. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Well, there you go. That was easy. Leadoff single puts the guy in the stretch, and then bang. A triple here chases him home.
Sammy Solis is going to take over here in inning number 5 as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. So striding in, Joe Mauer, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Hit hard up the middle. And a base hit as the run will score from third, and we are tied at 7.
Runner on third, nobody out. You figure just about any ground ball to the shortstop or second baseman is going to score a run. Here he gets even more than he bargained for as he finds a hole right up the middle into center field for the RBI single.
In now, Jung Ho Gong, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Not close. It's 2-0.
Now on 2-0, we got a fastball count, and we got a good fastball hitter. That might spell some trouble if he indeed gets one out over the plate.
Nobody out, runner on first. Drilled on the ground to short. To second for one. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Now batting, catcher.
Boy, this is a tough turn out there at short. You can see him be forced to backhand the ball and then pivot on that right leg and throw against the momentum of his body. Nothing simple about that throw, and that's an easy one to throw right out into right field.
Standing in now, Francisco Cervelli. As he swings and hits this one fouled off to the right and out of play. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Oh, and 2, here it comes. Grounded to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. 5 innings complete, and we are tied 7-7. Daniel Murphy will stand in to lead things off here, and can you believe it? A tie ball game again.
Yeah, this thing has had more ups and downs than my 401k, and I've got a feeling we've got some more to come.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. McCutchen on the move. But he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Around second. He'll try for third. And he'll make it as he starts out inning number 6 with a leadoff triple.
You want to talk about throwing a pitcher out of his rhythm? This is the first pitch of the inning, and no one's going to run this thing down. So when the dust settles, this turns into a leadoff triple.
Wilson Ramos gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Boy, and right here, just a ground ball is going to get you a run. And more than that, it gets you the lead in this game. So you've got to find a way to put that ball in play.
Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now. Do you even bother with anything else here?
No, I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so far in this at-bat, he hasn't made any adjustments.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Stepping in now, Clint Robinson. As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. Lifted the other way to left center. Marte on the move. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. The throw home, and he will score on the sacrifice fly.
Now batting, left fielder, Jason Worth.
Well, it's going to take a good throw from left field to get him, and they darn near got one. He was able to race home just ahead of this throw as he scores on the sacrifice fly.
Here's Jason Worth. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1.
Now, after that sac fly, this is where you got to just clear the deck and start this inning over.
And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
2 out, nobody on. Ripped down the first base line, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So 1 run here on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. It's the Nationals 8 and the Pirates 7. Jordy Mercer will make his way in as he leads things off here in the Pirates half of the 6th.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Now here's the pitch. In there, and it's 0-1.
That's a 2-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe 4-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
0-2 count, and the pitch. Hit well on the ground to first, and he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove.
Well, that base hit is going to get his hit streak to 6 games now, so he's swinging it.
Juan Nicasio will come on as he's newly into the ballgame, getting his first plate appearance now here in the 6th. Tries to get the bunt down here, but this is foul, and we'll see if he tries it again. A runner at first with no outs here. And they indeed have the pitcher bunting here as he gets this one down. And reined in, 1 away.
Well, pretty clearly just playing for the tie right here. And it's a nice job there of getting the bunt down. So the tying run's up to scoring position now with just 1 out.
So stepping in, Josh Harrison, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the belt, kicks and deals. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. After it is Revere. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
I think at first he probably had thoughts about tagging up here, but there's that old baseball adage, don't make the last out of the inning at third base. So staying at second, probably the right call.
Ready now, Starling Marte. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0.
Hey, it's danger any way you look at it right here. You've got a base open, but you've got an even better hitter waiting on deck. So I don't think I'd be working around this guy. I'd be forced to go right after him.
The 2-0 pitch. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Down the third baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Now you got the big thunder coming next, so you do not want to lose this guy.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Hit hard to short. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Yeah, and you know, he just couldn't put him away here with 2 strikes. He goes to the fastball, hoping to get out of the inning, but this is hit pretty hard, and now he's got a second man on base to deal with, 2 away.
Andrew McCutchen will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. He waits. Now the pitch. Line drive to left. Worth is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Pirates strand a couple. Certainly still in this one, however. It's 8-7. Back here in Pittsburgh, it's been a high-scoring affair thus far as we take a look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Danny Espinosa is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Danny Espinosa.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Two and 0.
That's high.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
And it goes without saying, but this has to be in the strike zone. You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
Well, it seems to me like you've at least got to make him go after something there. I mean, the bat never left his shoulder. That's making it way too easy for a guy leading off the inning.
Charles McGowan will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Charles McGowan.
Chop foul right at home plate at strike one. Slapped hard the opposite way. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Some guys, you almost do them a favor if you pitch away from him. Here, he's just doing what he does best. Great balance there. Good swing path, and he drives it the other way.
Striding into the box, Ben Revere. He'll look to keep it going, 3 for 4 so far in the ball game. Looking to keep this a one-run game, and that's in there for strike one. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
First and second here with nobody out. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Marte arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
And that's just one of the few balls that really hasn't taken off today. And we've seen some balls really jump off the bat so far, but not there.
Anthony Rendon strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. From the stretch. And that's on the outside corner for a strike.
It's 0-1.
Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. McCutchen is under it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Now, looking ahead, you wonder if maybe he'll get one more shot at the cycle. Might need a little help, but it's not over for him yet.
Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Bryce Harper is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
When you're in a key spot like this, you can't allow yourself to get tied up that badly.
Ooh, he saws him off with that one. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
And here's a situation where, heck, just make contact. Put the ball in play. You never know. Winds up beating this ball out.
Daniel Murphy stands in looking to turn this narrow lead into a wide one if he can come through with a big base hit here. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
Now he's going to have to punch his way off the ropes now.
Bases are loaded here. 2 down. Inside corner, a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Now the pressure will really start to mount out there. That strike zone's going to feel like it's the size of a soup can right now.
And this could be trouble now. It's 3-1.
3 balls, no strikes.
With every pitch it misses, he just keeps digging himself a deeper and deeper hole.
2 out, bases loaded. Hit out of play, and it's a full count now. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Yeah, that's his second walk here in the inning, and this one, it's going to hurt big time. You don't want to say that he's brought this upon himself, but this is what happens when you fall behind and can't throw strikes.
Wilson Ramos will dig in here with the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
He's been tough to deal with this year. He's second on the team in RBIs, so this is a golden opportunity.
Archimedes Caminero will get the call here in a big spot as he inherits a bases-loaded jam with 2 men out. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike 2.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Marte is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for the Nationals. Stretch time coming up here in Pittsburgh. It's the Nationals 9 and the Pirates 7. Sean Kelly will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7.
Sean Kelly.
Leading off the inning, Gregory Polanco, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. First pitch of the inning misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
And here's where you don't need to be an RBI guy, and you don't need to be a home run guy. You have to be a leadoff guy. Just get on base somehow to give that tying run on deck a shot.
Hard hit towards center. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Number 7.
Just an outstanding play out there by the outfielder, and the guy who appreciates it more than anybody is the pitcher, because if that drops in, you're looking at some trouble.
So here's Joe Mauer as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This is in the air now for the left fielder, Worth. In there, a base hit. Oh, and he misses it. He'll take the turn and head for second. So some real problems out there that time as it'll wind up in E7. Jung Ho Gong will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
From the belt, the pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0. Look out, 2-0 now.
I'll say this. He wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
In the dirt, it's 3-0 now. Francisco Cervelli, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. And that misses, ball 4. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher, Francisco.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Francisco Cervelli. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1.
You know, sometimes guys get caught up in thinking about being the big hero. The key here, though, is just keep it simple. See the ball.
Hold on now, that ball is down and could score a run. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away.
And this is a situation now on the mound where you can't worry about how you got into it. You've got to worry about how you're going to get out of it. And he's got some work to do now to protect this lead.
Trevor Gott will come on now, really needing that double play ball as the bases are loaded here with only one man out. Jordy Mercer will be the first to meet him here, and he'll do so in an enviable situation indeed. Bases loaded and only one out now. Pause, now the pitch. And the first pitch misses high here. Perhaps trying to get him to pop something up. It's 1-0.
All right, you're down 2 here. You've got the tying runs in scoring position with 1 out. This has to be a productive at-bat. Even if you don't reach base, you've got to get that guy in from third.
Now a swing and a fly ball hit fairly well out to deep center field. Revere is after it, and he makes the catch for the second out. But not in time as the run scores, and the lead is trimmed to 1.
And at the very least, that's what he's up there hoping to do, and that's hit the ball in the air somewhere. So nice job to pick up that runner from third. Although the other 2 runners have to stay put now with 2 away.
John Jaso will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 28, John Jaso.
And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. Hit hard toward the right side. Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball. And the runner from second is in to score. It's a 9-9 ball game. In to score is the runner from first, and he'll get there with a 2-out triple. So that'll go down as an E4, as he certainly had his problems that time at second base. Josh Harrison strides forward now with a very important insurance run standing over at third.
Yeah, this one's been a well-played, close game, so that's a big run down there.
Popped high in the air. Murphy has got it, and the side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, 2 costly errors, and a runner left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Bucks 10 and the Nationals 9. Arodys Vizcaino will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Arodys Vizcaino.
Clint Robinson will stand in one more time, and fortunately for him, he'll get a 5th chance here to extend that hitting streak.
Yeah, he hasn't had the same success the rest of the guys have, but that could all change with one swing.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball one. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw not in time to get him, and how about that? An unlikely infield single. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the eighth to extend his hitting streak.
You kind of wonder why guys would pitch to him in this situation. You know someone wants to end this streak, but he just finds a way to get another hit.
Jason Worth is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1.
You want to talk about a live arm? This guy's got one all right.
Nobody out, runner on first. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Two balls and a strike. Here it is. Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop. And not what they were hoping for, as that moves the possible tying run into scoring position.
And with the tying run on first, this is a bad time to lose the handle on one. But nevertheless, this will move him up 90 feet to second. And now just a simple ground ball to the right side could put him in excellent shape to tie this ball game up.
Matt Dendecker will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 21, Matt Dendecker.
Swinging a hard liner to center field. And this will be just what the manager ordered as he's off the bench with extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And the run is in to score from second.
Can you believe the back and forth in this ball game? I mean, every time you think one of these teams is dead, the other one jumps right back up and ties this thing up. I don't know who's going to wind up winning this thing.
And now the runner breaks for the plate. On the bunt attempt is popped up. Cervelli gonna have to hurry.
Boy, and the lead changes hands yet another time here. With all the runs that we've seen so far, you get the feeling that the team that scores last is going to be the team that wins.
Ben Revere will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
And I'm sure he'd like a base hit right now here of any sort. But hey, another fly ball wouldn't be all that bad, because he should be able to drive in a run with a sacrifice fly.
Runners are at first and third with none out. 1-1. And he's got to be careful now that some of these borderline calls don't get him started going downhill.
Yeah, and sometimes it's really easy to dwell on those, but you have to keep looking forward. It's not easy, but you've got to do it if you want to have success.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a little tapper. And with his speed, forget it. It's an infield single.
Well, there have been some hard-hit balls in the inning already, but this isn't exactly one of them, but it's going to work out well for him just the same as he reaches here with another hit in the inning, and this one's just an infield single.
Anthony Rendon gets a great opportunity to drive in some runs and add to this lead, but the double play is in order. Antonio Bastardo will be summoned into the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases are loaded with nobody out. And he gets ahead 0-1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Even though this is still just a one-run game, this thing could get ugly in a hurry. So if you've got an out pitch, you better pull it out of the bag right now.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient, because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Here's a little chopper up the middle. Throw to second will be in time, but the run's going to come in and score. On to first, but not in time. It's a fielder's choice and an RBI.
Yeah, really no shot at two on a high chopper like that one. They do wind up getting the force at second, but that runner from third is able to just waltz in and score.
Bryce Harper steps in looking for his third hit of the ball game.
Well, anytime you can put together a three-hit game, you're doing something right out there, and we'll see if he can pull it off.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
On to first, and there were two down.
Now batting, second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
Daniel Murphy stands in. The eighth man to bat in the inning as he'll get a shot now with 2 on and 2 out.
Oh, this has been a very nice inning for them so far, but it still could get better.
Now a ball hit high and deep heading toward the corner and left. And it in fact lands in the corner, foul. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one.
That's the pitch that's so hard to lay off. It looks pretty good coming in, but he breaks off his swing just in time.
Line hard to center field. McCutchen is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Nationals 12 and the Pirates 10. Aaron Barrett is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th. Stephen Drew is into the ball game as a defensive replacement. He'll be the new shortstop here. Leading off the inning, Starling Marte, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
And now the first pitch of the inning is sent in the air out to straightaway center. Revere is in his tracks now. 1 pitch, 1 away.
The center fielder number 2.
Andrew McCutchen digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
Now here's the pitch. Now he starts to chase a pitch outside, and he can't pull the bat back in time. It's strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. To short. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The right fielder number 2.
Gregory Polanco will stand in as they're quickly down to their final 4 outs tonight.
And Matt, they'd like nothing more than to ignite a 2-out rally right here. Maybe scratch at least 1 across before the 9th.
And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hit back up the middle. Gloved by Murphy. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So they go quietly here in this half inning. 9th inning coming up. It's the Nationals 12 and the Pirates 10. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Wilson Ramos, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Belted high and deep into right center. McCutchen going back. Gone! Solo shot to right center. Number 17 for him on the season as they jump ahead by 3.
With the bottom of the ninth still to come, any little bit helps. Although there's nothing little about this swing. That was a bomb, and it pushes a lead up to 3 now here in the top half.
Chop foul at the plate, strike one. Comes set with the 0-1. Swing and a miss, it's 0-2.
Yeah, it's so hard to stay back against a guy like this. Unless you guess right, that thing's just so slow that it's almost impossible to keep from getting out on your front foot.
Here it comes on 0-2. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout, and he's set down, 1 away.
Might have had thoughts about going back-to-back here. This is right where he likes it, and he took a big swing at it. Wound up getting just a bit underneath it and popping it straight up.
Here's Jason Worth. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one.
That is the hardest first pitch to look for because you just can't wait long enough. Not only is it a hard pitch to hit, but it sets up everything else you have.
Hard hit ball towards the hole. That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4.
Now batting.
Settling in now, Stephen Drew, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Taken high and deep to right. Polanco ranging back. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Well, the only good news that comes out of this at-bat is that he stayed out of the double play. Other than that, this at-bat really didn't achieve a whole lot.
Reed Johnson will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. This is foul right side. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
And it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world here to mix in a take every now and again.
And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high. 1-2. 2 out with the man at first. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. And here's a ball hit in the air. Polanco on the move, but this will wind up being a foul ball. A runner on first with 2 away. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. The Nationals lead it 13-10. Taylor Hill now trying to finish this one off here in the bottom of the 9th.
55, Taylor Hill.
Striding in to start the 9th, Joe Mauer, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And he's already been on base 3 times in this ballgame, so let's see if he can do it one more time.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
Boy, hitting the guy wouldn't exactly be the smoothest way to enter a ball game. He's lucky that one didn't get him.
Hard hit ball to second. Murphy's got it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Jonathan Papelbon is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th. Jung-Ho Kang will step toward the box here, and as he does, we flash you back to inning number 3 as you check out his 3-run home run, a big blow early on. Papelbon's ready. Here's the first pitch. Ground ball right side. Murphy showing off his range. On to first, and now the Pirates are down to their final out.
Now batting.
Francisco Cervelli makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
That's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Splitter here, and it's taken for strike one.
These guys would like to at least get someone on base here in this bottom of the ninth. Got to make them sweat a little.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a swing and a fly ball, and this should do it. And he will make the catch to wrap this one up, and the Nationals have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
And I, for one, thought this game would never end. I mean, I've seen basketball games that were lower scoring than this. But you know what? Give these guys credit. They were able to finally get the job done.
Plenty of offense here in this one as we give you one final look at the line score. And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, maybe a little disappointing that he could only get 3/4 of the cycle, especially since he got the 2 hardest ones out of the way. But all in all, still a great offensive performance.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. Washington is victorious in this one, 13-10. So long from Pittsburgh.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 29 minutes. A reminder that extra tea service to the South Hills is